Okay, welcome back to Shadowrun. Let's do a story so far, because it has been a little while since we played. I did a little write-up for everyone. I will read it out. Go. So, when we began, you received a mission to save Ambassador Nail's son, George, from Tir na Nog. After that, you moved to Dublin and set up in a penthouse apartment. Soon after you arrived, an O'Kelly transport vehicle was bombed right outside of your apartment in St Stephen's Park. Wheezy was caught unawares by an O'Kelly security officer by the name of Frank McLennan, and Rook encountered an invisible force in an alleyway, and Frank was murdered by this invisible force that you saw. After removing the body and putting it in the back of the van, I believe, the group investigated the warehouse, and Vice went in through the front door disguised as the now deceased Frank McLennan, and Rook went in through the gap in the fence. Here, Rook met a man called Rory Cullen, and Rory revealed that Dermot O'Malty was meant to be here placing bombs, or he was suspicious that he was, because he'd been in the club going drunk, going, "Oh, I'm going to bomb those bastards." He also revealed that Dermot would be at the local club, and that Enya had been missing for months too. Enya being Enya O'Kelly. The group met Dermot, and Rook and Vice got access to his VIP lounge, which where you began a conversation about what happened to George Nails. The other two, however, Oz and Wheezy, decided it was time to have a little bit of partying, and I believe Wheezy came in as a Japanese girl or dragon or something. Loads of crazy shit went down. But what mainly happened here is Rook and Vice found out that George had been having a relationship with Enya, and that Aidan, Enya's father, CEO of the O'Kelly Corp, was a racist fuck. He found out that Aidan O'Kelly had sent assassins to kill George and Dermot, and George had been injured in the struggle. I believe he'd showed you a recording of the day at the park that they were in. And as Dermot left the club, he set off a trap in the room to kill you two. But you left a grenade by the door, and as it opened, because Foz had hacked the door, it killed poor Rory Cullen, who was waiting outside.
Oh, God.
Blew him to bits, leaving just his boots there. As the group escaped the club, unknown because of course all the pumping music, a grenade going off didn't even factor in to anyone downstairs. The rest of you followed Dermot to the UDO's, the United Dragon Alliance, United Dragon Alliance's hideout. And I believe we left it as Vice had just climbed down an elevator shaft, found a door, and Rook had walked down the main entrance, taken some drugs. Did you take drugs? Couldn't remember. You'd taken.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I knocked some kamikaze back.
You knocked some kamikaze as you walked up to these big, double, steel-bound doors. So today's session begins right now. We've got Foz and Wheezy in the back of the van, and Rook at the front door, and Vice had just climbed down the elevator shaft to reveal kind of like a side entrance. We'll start with Vice, but Vice, to your right and left, you have massive kind of 3-foot by 3-foot vents that are blowing. Actually, as you run your hand across them, you can feel like they're sucking air in from this.
Right.
Yeah. In front of you is a big door with no handle, no seeming way to get in, except for there's like graffiti sprayed all over one of the parts of the door.
Do I recognize graffiti, or is it just...
It's kind of like general elvish stuff, some runes all up the side.
Some runes?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, is this like a vent big enough to like climb through?
Yeah, it's about 3-foot by 3-foot, and there's two of them on either side.
Yeah, that might be the way in. I'll double check the door just to see if it doesn't budge or anything. The double doors, that is.
It doesn't want to.
No. I haven't got the strength to push through this, let alone the skills to like...
Well, you can see that there are some screws, like, in the corners.
Ah, there are screws. Okay. The air sucking in, is it warm, cold?
It looks like it's bringing in air from outside, so...
Like air conditioning, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a big unit.
Interesting. Okay. I'm going to try the vent That's going to be my way to go. I'm small enough to, and thin and lean enough to get through it, I think.
Okay,
So,
can I... What's the... this is when I go to my co-GM, Mike. What's the role to basically check something over, investigate?
Perception, I would probably go
Okay.
with. Something like that.
Make a perception check.
okay. Some physical skills. Yes. Okay. Here it is.
Okay, so other than the fact that the screws are there, you can't seem to find a way how to get in. But you also notice that the slats on it are mechanical. They go up and down when you push them, but it's a bit of a push to do it. And you notice that they could shut at any moment. As in, when they slam shut, they could probably cut a hand off.
Oh shit! These vents are like
they're like fixed steel.
They're like death traps.
Yeah, and the door, the door in front of you is a big bronze studded door, and just by looking at it, you know it's some sort of nuclear bunker door.
Yeah, it can definitely withstand explosives, etc. If there's the only ways are those vents and the bronze doors, which won't budge anyway. They don't seem to have any, I don't know, weakness in the door or anything. Can I double check the doors? Cause
make another check.
Look a bit precarious, so.
Yeah, make another check.
Right, sure.
You don't have many dice. That's the problem here.
No, even not in perception for sure. No. But
I will give you something for that. Okay, so you notice that the door itself has a structural weak point to the left. As you run your hand up and down it, you can feel a slight bit of air escaping.
Okay.
Also, the graffiti. The graffiti all says "Beware, don't enter." One of it graffiti seems to be spray painted over an actual kind of warning sign from years past.
Okay. Can I see what's maybe underneath it? I get like a dagger.
You get kind of like DAN, and you feel like it might be the beginning of danger.
Yeah, got it.
Although the vents look very new.
Okay, can I message in and
I was waiting for you to contact
the guys.
Yeah, you
Like,
can you can contact Foz or Wheezy from where you are. Yeah.
All right, Foz, Wheezy, having trouble getting in this way. There seems to be a vent, looks like it's newly installed, and a pair of double doors. It has got a structural weakness, but these things look like they could withstand like a grenade. Also,
hang on, I'll take a quick look as well. I think I've got a noise squeeto with
yeah, you do actually.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You've got I think one drone is with Rook and one drone is with Vice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see the vent? It's got some sort of shutters. I need it like either disabled or maybe I could get through.
See what I can do, but these drones are smaller than my actual real size penis, so I don't know if I can do anything about it, but I'll give it a go.
Oh, easy.
I'll send one of the drones through the slats in the vent.
Okay, as it goes straight through, you notice that it opens up to be quite big in here. There's a whole unit in here. Can you make a perception check using the drone? Is it using the drone or is it using your skills?
It's using
on
the
the drone.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta just select it as hot sim.
Yeah.
Not hot sim.
Clear sight,
Jumped
isn't it?
in. Yeah, clear sight.
Nice. Okay, so what you notice is this vent system here is larger than what meets the eye. It's disguised as what looks like an air conditioning unit, but on this side, above it, as you shine a light, you can see some shutters, really thick lead-lined shutters. Behind you, you notice that the whole unit here is an O2 scrubber, as in it draws air in, cleans it, and then pumps it into whatever facility is behind it.
Cheeky Alliance fucks. I'll say, have a look at this, and I'll send a link, feed through to each of the guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so while this is all happening, I would say Rook would be sneaking up to the actual main entrance and about to go down into the tunnel that Dermot had gone down. Because I wouldn't say you'd be
I've
waiting.
just taken some kamikaze. There's not much sneaking happening.
Okay, fair enough. You can walk straight because you saw him open up double doors, if you remember. like what you see in England with the pub gates outside where you go down into the basement. He's opened up one of them, locked it behind him, and I'd say you're literally just about to lift the door up and follow him.
I shall do just that.
Okay. So what about everyone else? And now that Wheezy's inside the O2 system.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to provide help if I can from a distance.
Okay.
But if Wheezy's handling it for now, I'll just sit back and watch the feed, see if there's anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kick back, deck in hand.
He has a little.
Yeah,
signature.
well, hold on. What did you say in hand?
Deck,
Okay, just clarify.
not dick, deck.
You can polish your dick.
Okay, so Vice, you can see that the little tiniest drone has flown in through the slats.
Yeah, kind of want to follow it, but this shutters. All right, have I got a bar or crowbar I can use to jimmy this thing?
Behind you, because there's no elevator in the elevator shaft you're in, there's those metal kind of spikes that jut out from the ground that used to be attached to some of the actual wiring.
Yeah.
You can bend it, it makes a creaking sound, and you get about a 3-foot pole.
Okay, I'm gonna try and shove this in the vent and stop it from closing.
Yeah, okay.
And then try to get through it that way.
I need an athletics or an acrobatics. Oh,
Okay.
I need a list of skills. That's what I need.
Gymnastics, I believe, is what
Thank you, gymnastics.
Interesting. All right, sure. 4 successes.
Fuck me. Okay,
That's
you
good.
managed to prise 2 of the actual slats off, and to fit your live elvish body in. When you're inside, at first you have to kneel down on all fours, but after about 3 or 4 foot of crawling, you can stand up.
Wow.
This could easily fit 2 people. Above you, you can hear the humming of engines or motors or something, and suddenly your augmented reality activates, and to your right and left up the walls you can see like chevrons, like blue arrows pointing like the way out. That makes sense. Like this was as if this area was built for maintenance, as in the reason why you can fit in here is because it was built for people to be in. Yeah. You can see where you came from was part of a grating and like part of an and as Wheezy explains, part of an O2 scrubber.
Okay, I'm going to be moving stealthily through any of these places, and I'm going to be mainly trying to give just intel and reconnaissance for these guys. I don't want to engage in combat. I've only got like a gun and a knives, so I'm going to stay to the vents, guys, and try to give you some eyes from different angles.
Okay, so we've got annoying. It's not annoying, but weirdly enough, we've got Wheezy with both of you, so it's hard for me to picture it because of the little drones. We got Wheezy and Vice in the vents, and Wheezy and Rook at the front door. So Rook and Wheezy, as you lift up those rusty doors and step down some stone steps, you see a grated floor in front of you, and as you step across, it makes the chink 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 sound as you move. The whole hallway is cast in an eerie blue light. And in front of you is a large, massive, kind of double nuclear power bunker door. And you can hear the mechanics inside going clunk, clunk, clunk as Dermot's just locked it. But to your right, cast in the eerie blue glow, is an ancient computer on the wall. It's got like a blue screen. Foz, as you are genuinely just looking around the area, you notice that anything inside this place is either running silent or is a closed network.
Right, so that means I can't get in from the outside.
There's no host. You can't see any devices.
Yeah. If someone plugs something in locally and I have a connection with them, can I use that local connection?
If you made a roll, I'd say why the fuck not?
Yeah,
well, let's give it a go.
It works.
I'll take out my implanted jack and try and connect into this terminal.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to have a connection for it. But after just a quick of opening the drawers, Rush, you find that there are several different adapters that connect to your jack. One of them looks really strange, but you plug it into the computer and it fits. And the computer seems to recognise it, and you hear a small beep. A beep? In the bottom right, and it says recognising device. Device recognised.
Okay.
I think I have made a connection. See what you can do.
Yes, let's have a look. See what this old baby has to offer us.
Okay, one moment. I'm going to also run. Okay, I critical glitched. Awesome. As always, whenever I'm playing this fucking game, because it doesn't like me.
When you treat it badly, it treats you badly every time.
Yes. Okay, so Foz, when you connect, it's ancient and archaic, but with you studying computers in your past, you understand how this works. And as you connect in, you get a list of devices. There's no like pinging, there's no wireless world down here. You just get a list of devices in actual text come down.
Like dear ...
Yeah. You've got console panel, office, maintenance.
Hold on, let me write that.
Yeah.
Console panel, office, there was one more.
Yeah, office, maintenance,
Maintenance.
entertainment,
Yeah.
life support,
Yeah.
O2 scrubbers,
Yeah.
dormitory,
Okay.
corridor A, corridor B, and that's it.
Okay. Rook, is there a label perhaps on this thing somewhere?
Label?
Got quite a few things coming up. Might take me a while otherwise.
My AR is on, but I not see anything.
Yeah.
Look without your AR, just use your eyes.
Oh, right, okay. Try to, like, physically look at it.
Okay,
Confused.
make a perception check. What is he looking for, Fuzz?
I'm just wondering if there's any label on this device that I'm plugged into to know what the fuck I'm supposed to be controlling here.
Okay.
Because although I understand how this works, it's been a while. And...
Okay, so you find a few different labels underneath the actual box that is apparently the computer, because you can see all the wires coming out of it leading to the actual screen, a physical screen. You find a label underneath that says it's got some of it scrubbed away and it's old and decaying, but at the end there's an S and 13, and underneath it says GTX 1110.
I'll just like show the live feed to Foz so he can pick up on this.
Okay, so Foz,
is any use to you?
Maybe.
you do notice everything's wired to escape the whole wireless world down here.
Yeah. Well, not sure. Let me just give something a go.
Yes, you do that. I'm going to look at door. Need to get in very soon.
Nice.
I'm just going to have a look to see if I can find anything more from like just snooping through the network a little bit. So I think I'll need some matrix perception to see if I anything, or is this not matrix related? I mean, I'm not sure if the skills apply.
Yeah, I would still use the same skills, because what you're doing is you're directly translating what you know to the archaic terms. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go beat the shit out of the door.
Nice.
So is there anything like if I go into the directories and see if there's any further hints as to what might be?
Okay.
Because of course I have no idea where they are now.
There are some emails, like basically messages via like between different rooms of the console, like the console panel in the office, and it seems to be basically documents on. This is going to sound strange, but bear with me. They're documents on maternity medicines and also stuff like how to raise children and things like that. And it sounds strange, but that's what you're seeing. Also, there's something about advanced medicines. Says something like cybernetic wombs, things like that. No clue why you're reading this.
Well, I have some idea, I think, but it looks like there's lots of medical stuff in here, but nothing that gives me any idea of how to get this open. I'm just going to go in and we'll see what happens. What do you see around you? Just this.
There's blue lights, big door, old computer thing. Not much else.
It looks like maybe this is some sort of makeshift hospital they've set up here. Unsure what you're exactly in front of, though.
What's that breathing sound?
What?
I just heard some breathing.
Breathing.
Like, really deep.
It sounds like Wheezy.
No, I lost my Ventolin, sorry.
Right, well, I'm just gonna have to guess, I suppose, unless you think there's any other way that I could find out what's where.
Basically, you can't figure out what's where. Although, with that perception check, you did find a blueprint and like a map, but you're not quite sure where it's to or what it is.
Okay.
Can I make an attempt to actually physically go through this door as well?
Yeah. Meanwhile, Foz can make another perception check to determine how to open this door.
What do you want from me?
I'm getting some sort of feedback from someone that does sound like breathing.
Don't know.
Never mind,
I'm not
stop
hearing
that.
it.
I don't breathe.
I can't hear anything, so I'm not sure.
Oh, it doesn't even do that. That's lame. Still doesn't do that. No? Nope. Can't do stars in Roll20. Anyway, I just want to go through the folders and see what's in them, basically.
Okay.
It's like an old school directory thing. So, but by all means, type that while deciding if Rook gets through the door.
Okay, look. I'm still getting that noise. It's kind of annoying.
There's
I
literally
don't see anything on
except
on
you.
Discord popping up.
Weird. It just sounds like a
Maybe Lee's behind you.
This loud. It's just a kind of a. Okay.
The only thing it could be my fan, but I don't see myself lighting up. So
No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, what did you get, Rook?
I asked what you wanted me to roll.
I don't know. Kind of a. If you want
Just
to.
a raw strength check.
Yeah, go for it. Three. Okay, so after a good 30 seconds of attempting to break through it, push it, lift it, anything, you realise that the thing's not budging unless someone unlocks it.
That's fine. It's using up my energy.
Okay, so the map, by the way, that you find.
Yep.
Looks like that.
It's just loading. It's super pixely at the moment.
There we go.
Hey, I recognize those doors.
Yep. I tried using the sci-fi doors, but they just don't work.
Yeah, I know. These are very recognizable, at least. Okay, so from this map and the surrounding area that they've described, do you have any idea where they might be?
Yes, you believe the console is linked, as in here, is linked to
Sorry. Yeah.
linked to console, which would be this thing, but you have no clue about the rest.
Okay. Well, let's check console then. See what
Okay.
it says in that directory.
As you open the directory, it has an unlocking procedure for several different doors, maybe a dozen.
Okay, and what is the procedure?
The procedure will unlock. Well, it says procedure A unlocks 2 heavy doors. They're literally named HVY 1 and 2. The rest all seem to be kind of electronics. Lock.
Right. Okay. Then I guess I'll try and open the door that's in front of them. Is it clear enough to know which one is which from there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you access the console and start activating the actual procedure. And right in front of you, Rook, the door makes a clunking sound and begins to separate in the middle.
Good job.
Did that do something?
Yes, I think it has.
Very good. This is a bit old, the system. I have trouble finding out where I need to be exactly. I'll do some more digging while you get in there.
We see the map as well, right? No.
Yeah.
So you've kind of got it on the comm link.
Yeah, I'll send it through.
Is it just me, or does there appear to be like over a dozen people in here? Like, according to those beds, this place is rife with people.
Orgies. Oh, sorry, people. Yeah, people. That's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah.
going to say too.
I don't know what they get up to in their spare time, but
So
there's like loads of beds. We're expecting to see a lot of people in here. Maybe, hopefully, just workers. But
advice. I'm not sure. As I mentioned, lots of medicinal type talk in the files I saw, and the folders of this thing has folders. I know, right? Things I went through have like almost looks like a medical facility on the down low. I'm not sure if there's going to be a lot of combat.
right. That might explain all the spare beds then.
Foz,
Exactly,
you lose
patients,
connection
not-
now. Oh, unplug the jack.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
okay.
I'll
You unplug
try
the
and
jack.
jack out before. Like, I'll try and withdraw before.
Yeah, I mean, because it's... Yeah, fair enough. And you jack out, and I'm assuming, Rook, you step into this state-of-the-art kind of like entrance hall.
I do.
Yeah, the only thing that's out of place is the console panel. It's not as old as the computer outside, but it's still 20-odd years old. As you step into the room, you notice that some of the
I'm
cameras...
on full steam mode. If I don't see this guy, I'm going through a door to find him. I can't stop myself right now.
Okay, one moment, we'll move over to Vice. Vice and Wheezy in the other corridor.
Is it this one over here?
I think they have gun dogs.
Yeah. Is it this one?
Yes, but you guys aren't there. You've walked through the actual ventilation system, and
Right.
you.
So I'm kind of like going around the outside of the map almost.
No, I'll tell you where you are when you reach an exit. There's a ladder that climbs upwards, and then as you start going on your hands and knees again, you see another vent in the floor.
Okay.
And you can see one guy walk past, turn around, and he says something, but you can't see who he's talking to. And,
Can I fly up through?
Yeah, you can fly up through. Okay, so make a clear sight check, Wheezy. But Vice, as he turns and talks, he says, "They've probably followed me. I tried my best to get rid of them. You need to do this now." And you can recognise Dermot's voice.
It's Dermot. He's here.
Yeah, you did see him going through the front door.
Where is here?
All right. Have I got a position on my?
No,
Okay,
you don't. No, you don't know where you are in position, like to the map. You don't know.
Is there like an icon, like a GPS sort of thing?
No,
Where?
like you said, the only file you've got is a static image.
I'm assuming if he's come from this side, I'm going to need to go up towards the area, so that's where I start heading. I'll
Okay.
take the right-hand door and head up through this way.
Yeah. In relation to this elevator shaft, do I know if I went right or left?
You went right.
Yeah. So I went up. He's probably near the back.
Okay,
of the
so
facility.
Wheezy, you notice that he's talking to himself, but with as you in the back of your truck, as you lean forward and focus in on the screen, you can see the shimmer, an outline of somebody there.
It looks like there's some kind of. He's talking to someone, but I can't make out who it is. Check it out.
I'm on my way.
Okay, we'll go back to Rook then. Rook, you open this door here, straight through, and sitting in a chair in front of a computer is a UDA operative. You can see he's in his black outfit. He stands, you both look at each other, and he puts his hand up and goes, "Whoa, whoa, 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 please, look, I'm just a worker here."
You would just go and lie on the floor.
He
And I'll
walks...
wander around the side of him,
Yeah, okay, as you wander
eyeing
around...
him up.
Yeah, he looks at you, and you see his hand going for something on the table.
Then I leap for him.
Okay, I guess you...
I say leap for him. I don't really need to leap that far. I'll probably reach it from there.
Make an attack roll then.
I will do. I will do just that.
I think this deserves this time. Nothing now. And what do I roll again?
Your defense.
That's intuition plus.
It should be. Oh, I presume he hasn't got a character sheet.
No. 0.
Yeah, reaction, intuition. No, is it?
Yes. Okay, 0.
Cool. Does he look armored at all?
He's wearing. No, he's not.
Does he look well built?
He
Let's
looks-
simplify this. Does he look like he might stand?
He looks like he's fast, not well built.
Okay, he's probably dead then, I would assume, but we can go through the process if you wish.
Okay.
Yeah, like, what's his armor? Actual rating.
6.
Okay, so that becomes 1. So... 1... What's his body?
3.
Alright, roll 4 dice then, tell me the successes.
0.
Right, he takes 23 damage.
Ah! You just cleave straight through his midriff, through the other side, and his body slumps to the ground, and you see he's going for an alarm.
He's going for a what?
An alarm.
Oh, I thought he said another arm. I was like, I know
yeah.
cybernetics and stuff, just want to plug another arm on.
That'd be amazing.
Yep. Okay, so you begin moving to the other room here.
Yep.
As you bump into the door, realise it's not a push-open door like the other one, you have to slide it. Then you step into a storage facility, and on the right, you see there's tons of foodstuffs, enough to survive a long, long time. Which door do you want to go through, to your left or right?
Top one. I'm just going to release my ocular drone at this point to watch my 6.
Okay, you release your ocular drone. Okay, so as you're doing this, Vice,
Yep.
what are you doing?
Like I can't see where I am on the map, so I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. But what's in front of me?
Below you is Dermot talking to this guy, and Dermot goes, "You get back to the room. You do it now." And then he turns round, puts something in his ear, and he goes, "Right, activate Operation 223." And he goes, he turns towards whoever he's talking to, and that person, you hear a voice, and the voice cuts to your very bone because it's robotic and dark. Picture Darth Vader's with a slight robotic tinge to it. And he goes, "You better not fail me." And Dermot goes, "I'm doing the best I can." And then you see the door to the left of you, below you, open, and then it closes. And then Dermot goes, "Fuck."
Alright, I'm like, guys, they're executing the 226, whatever that means.
Shit, not Operation 226.
I know, right? That's the worst one. Worse than 225.
So much better
Mile.
worse than 224.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of decimals in between.
As you're
225.
talking, Dermot walks off.
I kick in this door.
Yeah, okay.
Gonna follow I'm gonna break off from Vice now and follow Dermot with a noise Skeeto.
Okay, yep. Okay, so...
Maybe perhaps land on the back or something like that.
Oh, okay, so, yeah. Brooke kicks down the door, enters a maintenance room, a laptop, tons of mechanics all over the floor, power cells.
Wheezy, just give me drone coordinates.
I'm here. I'll send him a. If
That's
I
what I
can,
was trying to do earlier. I was like, GPS coordinates.
I'll
kind of
send
thing.
him the location of my drone. Obviously, I don't know where it'll be in relation to the map, but I'll send him that at least.
Okay, so, Wheezy, you attach the Mosquito to his back. He opens up one door, opens up something in the floor, underneath a rug. To his left and right, a dozen or so beds, half a dozen of beds either side. And enters a trapdoor, climbs down into it, and it goes dark momentarily. As
Which
you
direction is the GPS?
as you get your bearings, you find that Vice is here
Where? Ah, there.
in the ceiling here.
Right.
You find that the Mosquito's gone on under this area.
Okay.
Where?
Yeah, and the door that the figure went through was this door.
Yeah, he's through the door, north.
And the noise keto is in that direction.
Yep.
I'll send
Rook.
them like a little objective marker.
Yep. Okay, so Vice, are you going to climb down or are you staying where
Did
you are?
Dermot walk through this door? Or did the figure walk, the robotic figure?
The robotic figure and Dermot went through this door. The one on the left.
Okay, alright. Heads up, Rook, there's something in that room. He sounds mean, robotic.
I'll take care of him.
Okay.
You just stop whatever's going on.
Okay, drop down then into this.
Nice. Okay, so you, with your elvish athletics and acrobatics, fall to the ground. The door to your left is metallic, and you walk forward and manage to get into this door before it slides shut.
Okay.
And you can see that the rug here is basically scruffled. Like, he's moved it to get down underneath. But what you do notice is that up above the beds are empty coat hangers. And on the floor are some spare suits. And you look around and they're really strange to look at. They're like gas masks with like full kind of like baggy plastic kind of like outfits.
Anti-radioactive kind of suits?
Yeah.
Guys, they've got some sort of radiation down here. Do you want to do some sort of scan? See if you can pick up any signs of radiation?
Yes. And I'll just look to see if one of the...
I'll run and
one of the
slide
beds
under
there.
like one of these beds as well.
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty sure I gave one of Wheezy's drones a Geiger counter.
I think you did.
holy
I'm just
shit,
looking-
seriously?
I'm looking through it right now, just to see which one has it.
Okay, so what was you saying, Foz?
Oh yeah, I mean if they need my help, that's fine. But if it's in the, if it's
Oh, I
in the
didn't
drone, then there's
give
no
it
need.
to him.
No, I know. I've just seen that I haven't got it.
Shit. That's such a shame because that's
I've got X-ray, but that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, Foz, you realise the only way you're going to be able to help is if you're actually in the building.
Yeah, I think it's a bit late for that now to
Yeah.
try and get in on my own. I'm just gonna
Don't
try and
worry.
help from.
Alright.
Yeah.
From
Well,
over here.
I'll go up to one of these beds. I'm staying low, just so the
Yeah,
Damn it,
you're
doesn't see
hiding.
me.
Yeah.
is there any kind of like equipment, or is it just the suits? If there's like a Geiger counter here,
No,
maybe
there's
I
no,
can pick it up.
no Geiger counter, but there are personal belongings. You can see that some of the UDA foot soldiers would be sleeping in here.
Okay, interesting. I don't know what kind of chemical shit they're messing with down here, but yeah, we might want to suit up if there's some radiation leaking anywhere. In fact, it depends what's in that room right ahead of you.
Speak for yourselves and
Rook.
just put on a pot noodle.
I'll be waiting to see what Rook sees in this room, and I'm gonna like stay low underneath bed.
Okay, so as Rook, this is when the shit all goes to the climax. But Rook bursts through this door, and what you see in front of you makes you halt momentarily because you weren't expecting it. But in a classic like X-Files alien abduction tank in front of you, the cylindrical 10-foot tank filled with blue liquid, wires exiting a woman, half naked, floating in this fluid. Her eyes are closed. She has a wound across one of her sides, and she spins slowly back and forth in this fluid. And you see that she's got a slightly swollen stomach.
Mm-hmm.
And as you focus in and her red hair moves away from her elvish face, you recognise Enya O'Kelly. You saw her in the image that Dermot had showed you. Also, you knew that she'd been missing for a very long, not very long time, but a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that tubes from here, all kind of from her stomach as well, exit to a machine and a console. And you can see life support. And there are two heartbeats. One's quite fast, one's quite regular at about 65.
Okay. Anything else?
No, unless you roll me a perception check.
I will roll you a perception check.
Are you fucking joking? 15 to hide and he rolls 2! For fuck's sake! Holy shit! You can go fuck yourself, Rook.
To be fair, if this hadn't worked, I would have just popped the motion sensor
Yeah.
and ultrasound and all the rest.
Yeah, okay, so moving in the far corner is that same blur you saw in the alleyway. And then you hear a voice go, "Oh, Kelly sent you, didn't he?" And then you see a flash of steel. It's quite far away on the other side of the room. He goes, "Another troll. Sent to take down a troll. You do know you work for a racist cunt."
Don't care who I work for, as long as I get paid. Now time for you to stop hiding.
Okay, you see like a blur, and you see him touch something on his chest, and then there's a flash, and in front of you, you see a troll. He's got a metallic right arm filled with veins, shallow kind of pits hollowed out that lead up to his shoulder, up onto half of his face that turn into reflective tubing that connect to a wound on his jaw. And you see the wound on his jaw has been stitched together, and he's got some sort of visor that ends in a point and a circle. And on a bandolier around his shoulders, he has a set of about 6 golden orbs. He picks one off of the bandolier, shoves it into the point on the end of his mask, takes a deep breath, and it empties the golden orb. He throws that to the side and it smashes, and all those veins on his shoulder light up gold, travels down to one of his arms, the metallic one, and he stands there, taking deep breaths. It
I'll
doesn't
just
matter.
aggravate him while he's
Okay.
doing bullshit.
We need to roll initiative then.
And he gave you shit for being a troll. Heads up, Rook. Backup coming.
Initiative, please, then, Wheezy.
I'm going to send in Ebony and Ivory. But yes, initiative first.
This is for your drone.
Yep. Sorry, I'm getting there in a
also roll
second.
anything?
Sorry?
Should I also do anything? Am I going to be involved in any way? Maybe do some environmental?
Trust me,
No.
you're going to be involved. You're probably going to be involved in the most climactic moment, but
Okay.
just not. You're not for the physical
I
battles.
was just wondering if I should roll initiative or not. That's it.
No, unless no. Okay,
Should I be rolling? I'm only like a room away.
It's up to you if you.
What's the roll initiative?
I haven't actually got tokens for my drones, but
That's
they're 13
fine.
and
We'll
15.
we'll do the theatre of the mind. The map was just for.
Yeah, that's the best kind of fiat whore.
Where the fuck is initiative?
Bottom rightish, middle rightish, first page.
First page, that's fine.
Yeah, on the right, standard, limits, damage, tracks, defense, and initiative.
Got it. Physical, yeah.
Yeah.
11.
Okay, that's actually right. Okay, so you're throwing a grenade.
Yeah. If he's gonna sit around doing some bullshit, blow the fucker up.
You notice as he's taking, like, as you put in the grenade out and throwing it, and he's taking that deep breath, you notice he's moving, shimmering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I don't know how grenades work, actually. That's one thing I never looked at.
Just roll his defense up and we'll go from there. They are a bit more fucky, to be fair. Okay, I rolled his defense. Tell us then. It's probably easier if you just like roll it.
He got 8.
Okay, so he doesn't take like the full brunt of it. He'll take the half only. What's his armor?
12.
So roll 10 plus his body.
Yeah. He got 5.
So he takes 3 damage.
Excellent. Okay, so as you throw the grenade, you notice that he moves with a blur and draws what looks like a straight sword. It's roughly about 4 foot long as he moves across. And he moves for a surprising speed for a troll, probably on par with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the grenade goes off, knocks him to his knees, but he seems to be making a beeline for something over here.
I thought he was already over there.
No, he was by the door. He was over like this here.
Stick some kind of representation on the map for him, please. Cheers.
Goblin. That would mean we'd be in a completely different universe.
What the fuck?
So that's what happened when you met
Sorry,
the
there was a
toad.
dimensional door there, and I'll even stuck it there.
My god, I can't find anything. It's alright, I just...
Anything will do. Alright.
Okay, it's his go. Okay, he reaches for the wall here and stabs through, brings it out, punches his hand through, pulls like a tag out, and the chain goes chink as he pulls it out. And above you, you hear ever so silently the whirring of an alarm in the distance, or below you, or above you. You can't quite tell. He wastes his action doing that. Then it would go to Ebony.
Ebony.
So he's just set an alarm off, has he?
That's what you think. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, it's time to unload.
That's what you think. Wahahaha.
Why is it not giving me the option to thingy-majig? Oh no, weapon, that's why. Dickhead.
I'll try reconnecting.
I'm gonna unload on him with a stone Ares.
Okay. You get 1 success, one net hit.
Okay. Do I have to do anything else from that point, or am I good?
I'll sort it out. 1 net hit, was it?
Yeah.
What was his armor?
It was 12. No, was it? Yeah, I'm saying 12. Yeah.
Okay, so roll 9 plus his body.
Boom, boom. 6.
He takes 5 damage.
Ouch. Okay, the drone lets out. What does it actually say it's got?
It's a big machine gun.
Yeah.
It's like the typical American chain gun based weapon.
Okay, so as you fire at him, Wheezy, with your drone, having fun like it's some sort of Atari computer game in the back of your truck, he brings up his sword, ding, 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 begins blocking some of the bullets, but then ultimately some hit him in the chest, knocks him against the wall, and he slides down. And you can tell he doesn't have much skill with the sword, but it's Ivory's go.
Ivory. And Ivory's going to slide in behind Ebony, apart from the white version, the superior version, some say. And he's going to blast it out.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Yeah, me too.
And once again, it's the same roll, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Well, he needs to make his.
Oh yeah, good point.
Still make his rolls because that all factors into it.
6.
Okay, so same defense roll or
Yeah.
same soak roll.
You got 3 soak.
Oh, he takes 8 damage then.
And it blasts him against the wall, and he slides down. Ice.
Alright, hopefully he's softened up now. In this room, do I see Dermot still?
No, I told you, he went under there was a trapdoor under the rug, and he went under that.
Yeah, okay. Alright, going back over to this door, am I able to open it from this side?
Yes.
You might, okay. Oh, alright then, I'll open that door and head over to these double doors.
Yeah.
Are these double doors openable from this side?
Yes, there's actually just a button on the side that you can press.
Okay, I'll press that. And
Okay.
if I can I shoot him from there?
I'll let you try. As soon as you open the door, Brooke sees you, walk straight in.
Okay, alright. I'll use that, what I had earlier. I can't remember what gun I got. I don't know what gun I got. I'm sure I had a pistol, at least.
Have you not got something on your sheet?
No, I've got unarmed attack in Mortimer of London.
Oh, that's your sword cane. I don't know. I don't know if you took that gun. Did you? I thought
I believe he did take the gun, but I can't remember what pistol it was.
it's an Ares Alpha 5.
There you go.
Yeah. That's the one which the
No,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
not an Ares Alpha. It's an Ares Predator 5.
Predator, that's it. Okay. That one.
So you need to roll, I believe, is it reaction or plus your pistol skill?
It's agility.
Agility plus your pistol skill.
Is this on the main sheet?
Well, if you...
It's under combat skills.
Under the main sheet. Yes.
Under
Yes.
skills.
Alright. It's under pistols, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. 1.
Oh, that's funny. He gets 5. So he just dodges out of the way as the bullet strikes the wall beside him.
Yeah. Well, I'm at cover behind that door. I don't
Yeah.
want to go through the double doors.
Okay, Brooke.
Let's move forward a bit.
As you are, he kind of leans against the wall. You see there's black blood leaking from parts of his body, and he spits out the words. He goes, "It doesn't matter. It's too late." You guys do remember that your mission was to rescue this guy, right?
I thought it was to rescue the girl.
This is
No,
George.
let's rescue him.
Yeah, he's George Nails. He's the guy, the ambassador's son.
We can't rescue him if he's going to try and kill
I
us.
didn't even realize that until now. I just realized he's a troll.
Oh,
Come on, guys, get with the program.
Well, nobody told me his name. Could be any troll for all we know.
That's why Enya's in that fluid there, obviously, because she was hurt.
That's a bit wanky.
is he
But
dead?
hopefully he's got wound penalties.
Was.
I
Maybe we
shout
should,
through the door.
I'm
We
Oh,
gotta
afraid-
take
also,
you back to the harbour.
he gets minus 10 to his defense roll.
Are you
It's
serious?
full auto. It's full auto.
Shit, okay, let me re-roll that. Oh, I got 2.
Cool. So we established his armor was 12, so roll 9 plus body.
8.
He takes 4 damage.
And that's enough to incapacitate him. He just slumps against the wall and then begins laughing. And he slumps
Alright, good job. Threat neutralized. I run in.
job. Okay.
Get your drone ready to pick this guy up.
Got it. I've got the module on its way.
I'll head over to him and I'll slap a trauma patch on the wound.
Okay, as
I
you...
want to send in a Valkyrie module as well.
Okay, so Foz, this is when we get to you. You notice, as you are just waiting, going, oh, there's nothing for me to do, you lean back. You're, in front of you, your, what's it called? Your comm begins to beep, and you notice that a massive host has appeared around the building. Inside the building, everyone notices the building begins to shake.
I'm gonna go grab one of those radiation suits. Yeah, right back.
Foz, a massive host has opened up around the actual building, and as you lean forward and quickly look in, you realise it's a weapon of sorts. Straight away.
Something not so
shit.
good going on there. Probably want to
The
get out there
fuck
quick,
is
guys.
that?
Get me more details. I'm working on this.
Get guy out, run. Bad shit's gonna happen. I'll
Hey.
try and see if I can find out more why you do that.
Now you slapped a trauma patch. George can't move; he's incapacitated, but he does mutter and he goes, rescue her.
I kind of ignore him and chuck him over my shoulder.
Yeah, he's like,
I'm
don't
a-
let her die.
I'll look over to this huge tube of
It's right here. Yeah.
liquid. Alright, there's a console, obviously. I'll go over to it.
Yeah, it's life support basically. It's keeping her alive.
Well, then how the hell do we move her?
He doesn't say anything.
I'm getting this guy out.
You run towards the entrance, and Vice, you notice there's a crack running straight down the center of this room now,
Oh my god.
as the room begins to shake.
Alright, can I try and disconnect her from the, like, drain the liquid, or is it
Like-
gonna...
You have no clue how to. You just.
Okay,
But
in that case, I shall
Fucking
grab my
smash the thing.
sword and try to smash the glass then.
okay, you grab your Mortimer and you go ting, and it takes a few hits, but in the end you hit it with a pommel. It smashes. She begins to float down, and before she can get hurt by any glass, I'm assuming you reach in and grab her.
Yeah, grab her and catch her, disconnect the cables and run as well.
Okay, Wheezy begins to exit with his drones, but he also notices that he's left a mosquito on Dermot's back, right?
Oh, I have. Yeah, shit.
Yes, and you hear the sounds of Dermot messing around in a hall. You did actually see him, but you did actually see him go down a corridor across the grating, and then hit a console, and in front of him there's a large circular tubescent sort of weapon, and he hits a console, presses something, and you notice that a map opens up, and he selects 3 targets, steps back, and this thing begins to shake the whole room.
What are the targets? Do I recognise them?
You can see the map, yeah. Can't see. There's no names or anything. You can just see the map.
I'll
Can't
take a
get in there
screenshot
by
and
now.
immediately send it to Foz to see if he can kind of cross-reference it with any kind of internet image or anything like that.
Yeah. So.
Wheezy, where's the module?
Module's on its way.
Foz, what? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'll look at the cross-reference in the map, but mostly just try and do anything to delay this process of them getting fucked by whatever this thing is.
Okay, so the
Um,
3 locations are the O'Kelly headquarters, the O'Kelly warehouse site, and the O'Kelly manor.
Bloody hell.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Well, we're not
Love it.
Oh my god.
Liam, I'm going to get the Valkyrie module to pick up. Is it Nails? Did you say his name was?
George Nails, yeah.
Yeah, pick up Nails and take it back to the Roadmaster.
Okay, so as soon as Rook, Vice, your drones exit the building, the Valkyrie picks them up. What is the Valkyrie?
It's like a medical module.
Oh, okay, yeah, and immediately you see everyone outside as the streets are shaking are escaping. People are running around in freaks like an earthquake. But as you guys get into the van and escape, basically all of you, what are you doing about the mosquito?
What? Are we escaping? I didn't say anything about this.
Oh, everyone else said. Sorry.
I was just helping him get out of there. And,
Yeah. He said he sent in the Valkyrie, so.
Yeah, to get this guy.
Okay, yeah, to pick up George Nails. Now what are you doing?
Stop whatever the fuck is going on.
Okie dokie.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I wanna
Well,
try and
apparently
see if
not.
I
Because the
can
team's
connect to the
fucked off.
host.
You're talking over one another. I can't hear either of you.
I will try and connect to the host to see if there's any chance of me getting anything done there.
Okie dokie.
And I'll hand over the elvish woman onto the Valkyrie as well.
Okay, yeah, she's pale.
Is she breathing?
Yeah, she's breathing, but she's pale and she looks very, very ill. So George and Enya are put on the Valkyrie module, and Vice, do you go back in with Rook?
I turn around, see Rook. He's
Yeah.
striding back towards the
Yeah,
building.
he's doing a Bruce Willis. He's like, I'm not running away from the danger. I'm going to it.
What's the state of the building look like? Is it rising up? Or is it just
Yeah,
splitting into-
it's shaking violently.
Rook, your death is only back there. What are you doing?
Where's the weapon?
It must be underneath or something. It was underneath the carver. I saw Dermot go down behind the room. Do you want me to show you?
Yes.
All right, this is suicide, but hell, let's go.
Okay.
All right, I'll run with him.
Okay,
I'll send in a Ebony behind them as well, just Ebony there.
okay, so we'll get to Foz. Foz, as you begin to hack into this host, immediately you get in. You manage to get a mark. Pardon me. And as you get in, you recognise what it is. Instantly, it's a nuclear missile.
Holy shit.
That's a bit overkill, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a tactical nuclear missile that splits into 4, but the fourth
Yeah.
one isn't active.
Yeah, so it's launching from here. Yeah, it's the launch.
Yeah, but you have a feeling it's quite dodgy, as in They don't have by the looks of it, they don't have the right targeting systems.
It's like a Molotov
It's gonna-
cocktail version
Fucking
of a nuke.
Molotov nuke.
Either
Yeah.
way, if it goes off prematurely, it's still probably gonna kill millions.
Everyone, yeah.
Holy
This
shit.
is why I went back in.
Yeah, I'm running through these doors and then showing him to the map. We obviously have to pass this room as well. If there's
Well-
anyone in there, then...
Also, Foz, on your comlink, news flashes are coming up of UDA agents shooting and committing terrorist acts all over the city at this moment. It doesn't come up in the last 20 seconds.
Well, it's about to hit the fan then, isn't it?
Vice, it doesn't really matter if this is going to be suicide. If we don't stop this, we're dead anyway.
Right, exactly. So I run through these double doors. This room, has it got anything in it? Or
Maps, knives, guns.
Alright, I'll jump over that
Yeah, you're
table and then head through the double doors.
The table doesn't really exist anymore as I run through it.
Okay, so Foz, did you want to
Yeah,
try
jump.
another hack attempt to put another
Yeah,
mark?
I want to just
I like
get
jump
in,
and slide over it, and then you just run through it.
into like the missile control systems.
Okay, yep. This is going to be more difficult.
I would imagine so, yes. And basically, what I want to try and do is just get in there, and then once I'm in there, see how the guidance systems are working. If I can either send us far enough away, or just make the detonators like malfunction, so that it's just going to be like a thunk, so just a missile that lands somewhere.
Okay, so as you are hacking into it, you realise that the scan that sweeps around you goes to basically detect you.
Yep.
Rocket, can you remember the roll to resist it? Not
To resist what, sorry?
for him to resist being detected by the scan.
I think it's just based on his firewall, isn't it? Because it's basically like an opposite matrix perception.
He needs to
The
roll.
firewall was 5.
Matrix actions, let's have a look. Oh, matrix cheat sheet, that's what I want. Whatever the defense for.
So perception is computer
Oppose.
plus int versus log plus sleaze.
Well, it's only opposed if the target is running silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the rules for when a host does the search.
Oh, you're just talking about Overwatch score?
You
Yeah.
deploy countermeasures.
Yeah.
or-
If it's Overwatch score and the like, every time he makes an action, then he gains an Overwatch score.
No, I'm not talking about that. Else.
Unless you can tell me what the something else is, I'm not sure how to help.
Yeah, I think it was just them trying to deploy countermeasures and me defending against the countermeasures. But they, like, I'm not trying to be silent, so there's no challenge in detecting, I think.
I don't know. We're just gonna have to.
He's not trying to
You
be
tell
stealthy
me,
anyway.
you tell me like what you want to do, Leah, and I'll tell you.
No, I did.
No, we
I
can't
say
allow
that
it.
the host does a scan, whenever at regular intervals when people go in.
Yeah, so that's just like the Overwatch, essentially.
No, there's just a different part in the book that says it does a scan every certain rounds, every certain amount of time, and if it.
Yeah, that's the part of the Overwatch score.
Okay.
So like both those scores accumulate to your total Overwatch score, essentially. Let me just grab the thing out for you, and I'll tell you what page it's on if you want to have a look at it. If I knew where the fuck I'd put my files. What shit did I do with it?
Goddamn book is so big. Contents page needs its own pamphlet.
That's what she said.
Not even difficult to see things. Close melee special action. The Matrix. You know what? Fuck it. Doesn't matter. You know what? I'll find it later, and then we can reminisce on the fact that we did it all wrong. Okay, so yeah, what did you want to do, Foz?
I
once you're
want to
inside?
see if I can make a connection to the.
It's page
missile heads.
231. Overwatch score on convergence 231.
Carry on, Foz.
So making connection to the missile heads. So I guess I don't know already what I want to do. Probably just crash like the detonation sequence. Or
Yeah.
just change so that it can't happen anymore. I guess. Yeah, I'm not really sure if there's a difference between what I should roll. I guess it's crash program.
Yeah, try it. And no, the page I was looking for is 247.
Agents.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happens after the grid Overwatch. Just the score that accumulates, and then once it accumulates, the IC and stuff is what happens.
Right. So 3 successes on trying to crash the program there.
Okay, so Brooke and Vice managed to lift up the rug, open up the actual hatch, and climb down into the basically what looks like a silo. Old, maybe 100-year-old silo from a time when nuclear missiles were used as countermeasures. And as you climb down into this silo, to your right and left there are tunnels leading off, but opposite you see a blue screen and Dermot standing there looking rather bewildered and confused with himself. Foz, you managed to get into the tracking system, but one of them is 4.
Right, so that one's been crashed then, yeah? Because I wanted to crash it, so it's...
Okay, so as the missile begins to actually launch, Dermot becomes running towards Rook and Vice.
Yeah, this is where we come in. Alright, I'll draw the cane sword and run straight towards him.
As he comes running towards you guys, he's got a wild look on his eyes, and he goes, "You should be dead!" And he draws 2 daggers from inside his jacket and begins running towards you both. Looks like he's apt with them. If you remember back at the club, he had these weird spider drones crawling all over him.
Yeah.
And you see 2 of them launch off his shoulder and land on the railings, either side.
God. Yeah, I want to run and slide on my knees, like cut his legs as try to like slide past him.
I need you all to roll initiative again. This time including Foz. And
I'm gonna get the noise Skeeto drone and I'm gonna jam it in his ear hole.
17 for me.
Okay. Well, what happened there? Did everyone just roll for me?
No.
So
What's your name?
my initiative order just automatically filled with stuff.
Oh, I updated mine. You can update your own initiative.
Yeah.
I can't.
I can, eh?
It's
I got
because you haven't
several
put a token down.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just
Alas.
names.
We got 28. Oz got 17. And what did Ebony get?
17 and 19 respectively.
I thought you said only one was coming.
Oh no, I brought both in the end.
Vice, what did you get?
8.
Oh, man. Okay,
Always the
so...
way. You describe your action first, you go last.
Yep.
Sod's law. And then by the time the actual comes up, it's not relevant anymore. Like, yeah, you have no legs anymore. You can't do that. How?
Okay, so... Brooke.
Right, I just want to try and go up to him, double hands, grip him round the throat, and pin him to the wall.
Okie
Try and
dokie.
intimidate him. So let's try and grapple him up first.
He got 8.
He beat me.
Okay, so as you go to grab him, you notice he's a lot more agile than George was. Slides onto your grip, pushes your arm, you slam into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming that's it?
You can only take one action. Well, it's unarmed, so is it a simple action? Double check that. Just go on for now. It'll take me a while to find it. So
Wheezy, that's Ivory's go.
Ivory is going to blast him up.
Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to beat that.
you just rolled an 8.
I wrote, yeah, but okay, he gets 3 net successes.
3 nets.
What's his armor?
At the moment, 10.
10. So roll 7 plus body.
7.
He takes 9 damage.
Ouch.
Okay, yeah, he's blasted in the chest and he goes down like a sack of shit.
Oh,
Perhaps best not to kill the man that might know how to stop this thing.
Foz, you get
works
one
for me.
more attempt. You've disabled one, and the other 2 are already launched out of a hole in the garden of this facility. And they're big, but they're not like what you expect. They're not like NASA rocket sized. You can only suspect as well that Lone Star or like some sort of law force will be here very quick.
yep. I'm gonna try and get into one of the guidance systems, and I want to do something very specific once I get in.
Okay.
So I want to send a command instead.
You wanted to take command?
I want to send a command to it. I want to spoof a command, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
The defense against this.
Missile silos turn into a rave. Missile rave.
Okay, yeah, the host rating is actually 4.
I'll pull out my glow sticks.
Yeah, okay, you manage.
Okay, and did I get any chance to see if the things were armed yet, or whether they're gonna arm like on the way up?
They're gonna arm like as they descend by the looks of it, yeah.
As they descend. Okay, then I want to try and.
As you know, they explode in air, not as they hit the ground.
Yeah, then the command I'm giving is for one to fly into the other.
Okay. What knock it out of the sky or explode?
I don't really care. If it's just going to be like a missile explosion, that might suck, but it's definitely going to be a lot better than having a nuclear explosion go off. So
Excellent.
if it's just some rocket fuel exploding, then
okay, you give that order. Okay, Dermot, who's fallen like a sack of shit, turns to his right, turns to his left, and you see both eyes flash red. Can I have Vice make a defense roll? Oh my god, are you joking? Honestly,
Is
guys,
this
I want you to rewatch this just to see how bad the rolls are.
Where is defense?
Front
Is it
page.
under skills, under the main
Main page.
Love skipping between pages. Alright. Oh, I have like 5 dodge. Do I roll dodge or am I rolling dodge, yeah? Defense dodge.
You're rolling the dodge.
Doesn't matter, because I rolled... These drones have ridiculous to hit, and then you still beat it. So, as one of the drones tries to latch onto you, Vice, you manage to backhand it and push it off of you before it can connect. Okay, Rook, a defense roll from you. One of the drones leaps up, flares out his little legs, and goes to attach to your arm. Okay, I actually got 1 net hit.
Mm-hmm.
Now. Now what do I roll?
I don't know. What's the damage of it? What's this armor penetration? I need to know these things.
Okay, it doesn't have any armor penetration. The damage is 12.
12.
Yep.
Okay, and you got 1 net success.
Yeah. Not going to do anything, am I?
You might do. Done 8 damage. It's a lot.
Yeah, okay. As the thing attaches to your shoulder, it runs 500,000 volts straight for your body, and you start shaking around.
That doesn't mean much to me, but
Yeah.
what amperage is it? Volts
Oh,
means fuck all in terms of how much it hurts.
Yeah, I know, but it stings like a bitch and makes you drop to the ground. As the drone, Vice can see it. As you drop to the ground, it at the back where a spider's spindlets would be begins stabbing into your flesh, injecting some sort of liquid.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Alright, well I'm guessing my 10 resist.
It's Ebony's.
Ebony's go. Foz, how are we doing on the missile, mate?
Just look outside.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah. As
that's
you
not
look out the window, you see it's flown a couple of 1,000 meters into the air already. 2 of them.
Yeah, and if I did what I did right, then I guess one of them is like veering off course dangerously towards the other one.
It does look like they've split apart and they're like doing a figure of 8 back to one another.
Could be problematic if I kill this guy, then, couldn't it?
You need to. The drones are what is hurting Rook.
Yeah, I'll start blasting the drones if I can.
Yeah.
This thing is a beast.
Yeah.
Wheezy's Nissan rotor drone.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up. Sorry, what are they doing again?
Shooting it, I guess.
Are you shooting at the drone?
I'm shooting the drones, yeah.
Okay, which one?
The one that is there's one attacking Rook, sorry, at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, it seems to have hurt him. And you
Yeah,
see,
I'm going for that one.
you can already see the type of drone. It probably gives out 150 amps.
Okay,
That'll kill you quick.
Yeah.
I'm
That'll hurt.
blasting that thing.
What was that? Sorry.
Yeah, blasting that one.
Yeah. Okay. You hit with 3 net successes.
Nice. See it.
You need to roll his armor less 3 plus its body.
The drones do have a body score, don't they? Let me look this thing up. Okay, yeah, got it. 12.
Fuck off.
Hey, Rocket, do the math.
So, I thought you already had.
No.
Well, you need to tell me the numbers then.
8 plus 4, so 12.
Less 3
Yeah.
is
Oh,
9.
Yeah.
So we're on 9 less.
got it. Thanks, co-GM.
You're welcome.
I got a 5.
It takes 8 damage.
And it's enough to make it fizzle and roll off of Rook. Now it's Vice's go.
Okay, if it's still alive, I'd like to run up and like slice it in half with my sword.
Which one?
The one that just got shot.
You're not going to attack the one that's attacking you then?
I
I did say on its go that...
dodged out of the way of that.
Yeah, you did dodge out the way of that one.
Focus fire. Kill this one, and then I'll move on to this.
Okie dokie.
So if it's still alive, I'll finish it off.
It's got... Yeah, it does have... It has 1 health.
Oh, perfect. Alright, then, yeah, I'll roll to attack that. Is this, blades? I'm guessing so.
It is.
Swing.
Swing.
Okay, you managed to hit with 1 net success.
So, I'm guessing it takes like a minimum of at least 1 hit point.
I know.
No, it doesn't. I need to see your damage. You should have rolled the actual weapon itself rather than blades.
Fuck. Right.
So you just have to tell me the damage. It's DV.
Oh, the damage of the weapon is DV7.
Yeah, and AP.
Accuracy is 5.
AP, I said.
Oh, AP. It doesn't have an AP, it just says 0.
Um,
The Mortimer of London.
So Its armor and body were 12, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So roll 12 dice.
4.
It takes 1 damage.
Okay.
Eliminated.
Yeah. In an epic kind of pirouette, twist and stab down, you manage to finish it off, and it's stuck on the end of your blade like a kebab.
I try and shake it off and then help Rook up to his feet.
Okay. Not that
In
you
position.
could even help him. He's so heavy. It's like
Yep. I get pulled down as I try to pick him up.
yeah.
I'll try and position myself into.
Rook looks fine, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm sure he is. I'll have him interpose between the other droid and me.
Okay. Cool. Right.
That's it.
Rook, it's your go. You can see the other spider droid. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Has perched itself on the
Yeah,
edge.
I'm
And
not
is...
interested in the droids. We've got shit to sort out first.
Okay.
So I slap a quick stim patch on.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take my sword. Is this guy kind of fairly downed?
Yes. I mean the drone fucking shot him clean on the chest, and he just went down like a sack of shit. Like.
Is he actually down?
Yeah, he's not dead. He's down. He's on the ground, bleeding out.
But conscious?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Conscious, yeah.
Then I'm going to go and stick my thumb in a nice big bullet wound and to intimidate him.
Go ahead.
As I say to him, "What are the abort codes? Tell me now, or I'll make your suffering much longer."
Jesus.
How about you go fuck yourself, mate? And then he goes, spits up blood, and he just goes, "What he fucking doesn't know, this is all for her. For her. You think that a troll," and he's all delirious, "and an elf can have a baby? Of course they can't. Of course they can." And then he kind of, his eyes roll back into his head.
Fuck it, in my frustration, I'm just going to stick both hands into him and tear him in half. Don't know what kind of roll you want for that shit.
Strength
my
check.
attempted action.
A strength
That's a
check.
perfect thug life moment, that is.
Holy shit.
I roll his body.
Oh my god.
Okay, you go, "Ugh!" And as you rip him apart, the droid behind just kind of falls to the ground and then curls up like a spider does. And you notice that Rook has torn him all the way from his ribs to his back of his neck, torn open. His intestines flop to the ground. And
I guess we're not getting the abort codes anymore.
Mortal Kombat, I would just pull his spine up.
Yeah, okay, as you do, what's weird is you all see his arms still twitching.
Never really
mind.
said this to
Are
anyone.
they like
but,
robotic or anything?
No, Dermot was pure elf. He was all...
Jeez.
Okay.
While I'm here, I will stick my jack into this terminal that he's
Yeah.
used to set the thing off, see if it gives Foz any better access to work with these things.
That's when Foz, roughly about 20 seconds after you've heard all the combat die down and then Rook contact you, there's a resounding and all of your communications go down.
Fuck. Alright.
Outside of the truck, all the lights go... All the matrix just goes...
What about the console that Dermot was on?
Yeah, everything kind of like just shuts down around you. And then emergency lighting and emergency power comes on in the bunker like about a minute later.
What can I see in the sky?
Redness. It looks like the sky has been... It's just basically collided with hell. That's the only thing that you can explain. And it's turning a purpley bruised colour.
I'm assuming like...
Time to get back in that van.
Yeah, I'm looking to Rook and I'm like, it looks like this is the end, Rook. Hold me.
Fuck you, man. I'm getting back in the van. That thing has life support.
Oh shit, alright.
I'm just gonna make a beeline for it. Fuck
Okay.
the walls and go through the walls if necessary.
Okay.
I abandon my hug and charge after him.
Okay. As you guys get out, it's dark outside with kind of a dull red purple glow in the sky. And as you make a beeline straight for the actual truck, as you open it and climb in, Foz is sitting there with no power, kind of rather disconnected from the Matrix.
There's power in here.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It's EMP shielded.
I did not know that. I wish you told me.
Sorry, I did. It's
yeah,
on the sheet.
In hindsight, I probably could have, attempted to shoot one of the missiles down, I suppose.
Well, from where you are, Foz, you know that you did manage to make only one go off because you crashed one into the other, chain reacted. That's basically it. But it was quite high up. We're talking Superman versus Batman.
I don't think it matters how high up it is. It's fucking nuclear fallout is
I thought
happening.
you said the detonators were not armed yet. That's why I wanted to make them crash into each other. But
so-
they are armed.
Well,
You did also say they were really fucky.
They were old.
Oh yeah, no, but really fucking nukes don't go off. That's
Yeah,
the problem
I know.
with nukes, like.
We need to get out of here, and I don't want to die in the back of a tissue-filled van.
Hey! This is where I always plan to die.
I can really much see that.
Foz, in retrospect, you noticed that probably one of them was armed already as it took off.
Okay. Well, best I could do, boys. Let's get out of here.
Maybe let's get to ferry terminal before we Oh,
Hey.
come on.
It's
Surely not.
it's Wheezy's personal room back in London.
Love it.
Needs more tissues, but other than that, it's pretty accurate
That's
representation.
literally fucking incredible, but less some books Weezy doesn't read.
Those are not
Yeah.
books, they're just like disguised tissue boxes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you open them
Stacks
up
of
now,
porn
all over
mags.
now.
Yeah, it's an anthology porn mag. Pornography through the ages.
That's literally incredible. The sheets need to be more soiled, but I can paint that in if you need.
No.
More stains.
Okay, guys. What's Wheezy's plan here? Like, because
Right,
Soon-
we need to.
I think we just get on the ferry and get the fuck out of Dodge.
okay, so you have George Nails and Enya O'Kelly in the Valkyrie.
That's right.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah, we
check
should
on the
probably
vitals.
get them inside.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll put them in the module. The medical. There's a medical bay, isn't there, Mike?
There is also a Valkyrie module in the van.
Yep, cool. I'll put
Excellent.
them in there.
I'll hook up the elvish woman to that.
I'll clear it out first because there's a couple of
Oh, for fuck's sake, wait.
That's where he keeps his body pillow.
Oh,
a couple of very deflated inflatable dolls get thrown out.
oh. A couple stabbed with, like, needles and such.
I'm meaning to get rid of those for a while, but don't say anything.
What's that smell?
Yeah, I haven't used this in a while.
I don't know if this is blessing or curse.
The truck, well, the van takes off, heading straight towards the docks.
Like, as you move them out of the way, you can hear, like, the sound of them being crustily moved. Like, like
I don't think they can be moved from the position they're in. They're pretty solid.
oh, they're just stuck. God.
Contorted into some kind of position.
All right. Well, I try to
So
position her without any body or skin touching any of that.
Yeah, she goes
Hey.
straight to the med bay.
Careful, that's
Fine.
my favourite.
Yeah,
Thankfully, it being a Valkyrie module, it's fully sterilizable.
that's right.
So-
Sterile.
Okay, for sake of for storytelling, I'm gonna skip maybe a day, as you guys have actually managed to escape Tinarno in the chaos, and managed to reach British mainland and are heading back to London in the actual truck, in the actual van.
Mm-hmm.
George Nails wakes up during that day, but makes no effort to move. He just stares at the ceiling. You haven't made any effort to remove his kind of like his jaw kind of visor thing, but he does while you are driving. Reach for one of the golden orbs on the bandolier, and then stick it in the end. Take a deep breath and then just drop it, and then closes his eyes again.
Sure.
Mhm.
I'll keep an eye on them. but-
Yeah, like I know that Rook would have gone for his sword as soon as.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he doesn't.
To be fair, depending on what time, I crashed out like an hour into that journey, big time.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We got like
Guys are running
stimulants run off.
Yeah, and you managed to reach London probably a day and a half later. Are you? Where are you? What are you doing? I'd like to know.
Heading to wherever we left from, I suppose.
You go into Sussex, Ambassador Nail's house.
Yeah, let's do that.
Before that, I would really like to have some Geiger counter things happen on me to see if I don't need a hospital visit first.
Okay, so are you stopping at a hospital or something similar?
Stopping at like the local bludgeons to pick one up.
Well, what about the med bay? I'm pretty sure there's something that can be done
Yeah.
in the actual...
But this van is rock solid, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's got full life support and radiation shielding, electromagnetic shielding.
But that was okay. But there was open air and things were happening and.
Yeah, sure. If you want to get checked
But
out.
as we go in as well, as you're travelling, Foz and Wheezy would both be reading all the news that's coming up on the Matrix, up on Augmented Reality, and it's all over the news, all over the world, about how a nuclear missile from 1968 managed to detonate in the atmosphere.
Shit. Estimated loss of life, or is there?
Currently none. They were very good at evacuating. The only loss of life are the terrorists that were killed during the attack.
Right.
Eventually taken down.
Also, getting 20 years and everyone's died of cancer, but you know.
Yeah. But better than instantaneous death.
Yeah, it's something.
You did a good job, Foz. No one could ask a man to simultaneously disarm 3 nukes at once. You know.
The thing is, you're the unsung heroes. They will never know it was you.
Yeah.
It's good enough.
But the Shadowrunner community will know of it. And that'll mean good work for us.
Yep. And you managed to reach Ambassador Nail's manor by the evening.
Just before we get in here, Vice, I don't think we were told about nuclear weapons. I think we possibly need to negotiate the money factor here.
Oh yeah. We saved millions of lives. We should be fucking heroes. Yeah, let's
Just
let's
ritual,
bleed and pray.
yeah.
Okay, as you approach, the gates open, and you are flanked by about 8 soldiers, British military, and you are led towards the actual car park, and they all stand by the back of the van, waiting for you guys to climb out, basically.
Have we got the other?
Yeah, they're in the medical bay, both of them.
Right, got it. Okay.
I'll chuck the sun over the shoulder.
Yeah. I'll carry out the woman on a stretcher or something.
Seeing as she's daughter of guy he doesn't like, maybe best not to bring her in.
Oh, good point. Alright, I'll leave her here, I guess.
Well, Vice, you would know that because Ambassador Nails could technically get her to an embassy. Yeah, you know, probably not best to show her, but he's an ambassador. He could get her to embassies, give her immunity and things like that.
Right.
Basically, protect her from her father.
Got it. Okay, but for her own health, I think she should stay in the med bay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So do you all climb up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I finally charged up Mikasa, which is the social interaction bot.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Love it. Okay.
Did you miss me?
No.
No, we didn't.
Actually, I kind of did.
Okay, so the soldiers lead you into the main antechamber with its glorious, candlelit displays, and that elvish butler is waiting for you guys, and he goes, "Oh, you're back in less than a week. Oh, Master Nails!" And he comes rushing up to check George on your shoulders, lifts his head up and goes, "Oh my, what has happened to you?" And you can probably tell that he didn't have a big metallic arm and a fucking missing jaw.
Yeah, we knew that for the photos.
Yes. And he goes, "Come, quick!" And as you are led into the office, they're not that prepared for you this time. So Rook doesn't have his throne that he had last time. But the ambassador stands up from his seat and goes, "Holy shit! Sit, go." And 2 guards basically offer to take George off your shoulders.
Yeah, I'll help him down
and they immediately
lie him down.
Yeah, they immediately move him to one of the side rooms, and the ambassador ignores you and goes into the other room. The butler rushes in that room, and about a minute later comes back out, breathing deep, sits in his master's seat, seems to push some papers to the left and right as if he's trying to seem imperial. And he goes, I have been told to deal with you.
Good.
He looks
Good,
really
we need
nervous.
payment.
Of course.
Sounds ominous.
It was agreed 10,000, wasn't it?
Yeah, however, we've saved not just your son, we've also
10,000
saved...
for one life.
Yeah, we also brought back a couple of other people. Plus, we also disarmed, like, several nuclear warheads, so...
He nods and goes, we saw that on the news. Terrible.
Yeah, that was
But-
us.
That was you. That was all of this.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I am not equipped for this. Oh, and he just disappears and runs into the side room again, leaving you back where you are. And then, seconds later, the ambassador comes out, pushes the butler to one side and goes, what's this? You were involved in the nuclear explosion?
Your son is responsible for those, yes.
And then his hands go down. What do you
Seems
want?
he was in a little deeper than what you thought.
What do you want?
All the money you got, pretty much.
He looks at you and goes, no, impossible.
Well,
No, I'm not a greedy man. I just want fair price for fair job.
yeah.
But definitely more than 10,000 is on the cards now.
He looks at you all, and looks at the Mikasa, the bot, and just goes, ugh, not that again. How's...
Probably at least triple that. That sounds reasonable.
My cut needs to cover several boxes of Kleenex.
He looks and goes, this is no joking matter. Okay,
No, it's not, which is why we're demanding at least triple the
70
original price.
75 grand. How's that?
I looked to Rook.
It's not really triple, it's just shy of double. But call it 100.
You see his nostrils flare, and he doesn't like to be... You can tell he's not used to being told no, basically. Yeah, and he just goes,
We saved millions, and you know what? We'll put a good word in for the rest of the runners, because, you know, it was your commission, your job that commissioned us to do this.
I need to know what happened. Every detail. This never leaves this room. And 100 grand.
Discretion is always assured, of course.
It better be.
That's why you came to us.
As is
This is what
prevention
we
of
do.
mutually assured destruction.
He narrows his eyes. Fine. The money is yours. But for now, I'm dealing with my son. He keeps mentioning Enya's name, and he keeps pointing out the window.
Yeah,
Don't tell me you have her.
We
it's
don't.
pretty obvious. Yeah, we do.
You brought her back. He looks and he goes, Aiden O'Kelly will go to war over this.
She's with child. I don't think she's going to war anytime soon.
How was she with...
But I thought you were supposed to be good at this social thing.
He scratches his head and goes, there's impossible. A troll and an elf can't make children.
Well, that's probably where you're wrong, because we have a look pretty much hooked up on life support at the moment. Listen, your son is madly in love with her, obviously. So you can't. You've got to like spend all your resources trying to protect her, clear her name. Don't think she was involved in making the nuclear missiles. She's
No, you know that she wasn't. You know that after the event, she had been probably knocked into a coma.
right, exactly. She's not responsible for that.
If you are worried about the appearance of your grandchild, I can send you several DeviantArt links.
Well played. Well played. That was a brilliant one. Oh, it's probably the best one you've done, and you've done quite a lot with Arlie Aiden. Oh, I can't. I bet Chris is looking forward to meeting Arlie Aiden.
It's all about Arlene.
All right, I got it. Right, but we need a debriefing here. I need every detail so I can at least defend him. For now, we're transporting everyone to London, to the embassy.
Okay. I'll pass in the credit stick.
Huh?
Make payment. We prepare a report for you.
It's going to take a while to prepare that amount.
Most of it is digital. Just take a second to copy over.
Sits down, takes about a minute, hands it back over. He goes, right, 25 each, yeah?
Wait. It's for us. Yeah, that sounds.
Yes.
That sounds. Yeah, that sound.
Yeah, and the funds are given to you all. He stands and goes, now I need to go.
Of course. We want to keep you.
I need, of course, I need to come and get Enya.
Yeah, you'll need some sort of life support to keep her healthy. She doesn't seem well.
He looks towards the Mikasa. He says, how are you up for earning another 5? Oh,
Mikasa bot.
It gets laggy sometimes, so I just clonk it in the head.
yeah. He goes, how are you about earning another 5?
Sorry, I had to close another window. Please explain details.
Do not want to
Look,
know.
I need to get to London quick, and I can give you 5 grand to get me, the girl, and my son there.
If you are happy with questionable living situation,
Yeah, sure. And he just rushes off, clicks his fingers to some of the soldiers, and he's
Yeah, we cheaply get an Uber, but
and the rest of you are given your own transport back to your respective homes.
Now, fuck that. I'll pay to go in the safe van.
Yeah, okay. Everyone just can go in the van if they want.
Fuck that nuclear fallout.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely staying in the safe radioactive proof van, surely.
Okay, and everyone has made their money. I will give everyone 7 karma,
Ooh,
Alright.
delightful.
and
Oh,
that is my story.
Aces.